Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
Live from the Cathedral of SEK Basketball, historic Harrison Gymnasium. Thank you for listening to tonight's non-league girls and boys high school basketball doubleheader. The Labette County Grizzlies and the Pratt Greenbacks with Zane Sweet and I am Jonathan Wilhoff. Thank you for listening. The Labette County girls enter tonight's matchup ranked number 5 in Kansas Class 4A Division I. According to the latest Kansas Basketball Coaches Association poll, they are undefeated at 6-0 overall, 3-0 in SEK League play. The Pratt girls are 1-5, 1-2 in league play. In our boys game, Labette County enters tonight ranked number 7 in Kansas Class 4A Division I. They are 5-1 overall and 3-0 in SEK League play. As for Pratt, the Greenbacks are 1-5, 0-3 in their league. We're moments away from tip-off of our girls' game. The Grizzlies and the Greenbacks. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Labette County Basketball on AM 1540 and live streaming at KLKCradio.com.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
moments away from tip-off of our girls' game. Labette County and Pratt. Labette County undefeated this year, 6-0, 3-0 in league play, coming off of a 55-46 victory over Fort Scott at Fort Scott. In that game, Tristan Gegg, 30 points, Caitlin Helwig, 5, Peyton Smith, 6, Justice Brackney, 6, Aubrey Sorrell with 4. For Fort Scott, the leading scorer was Cook with 15. For Pratt, the Lady Greenbacks were swept by Heston 50-40 in a rematch of last year's game when Labette County traveled to Pratt. Victorious 57-24 in that game. Tristan Gegg, 28 points, Caitlin Helwig, 3, Justice Brackney, 3, and Aubrey Sorrell with 8 points. In the 30 points scored in the victory over Fort Scott, Tristan Gegg has 1,785 points in her career. She is already the leading scorer here for Labette County and in all of SEK league play, and she very quickly closes in on 2,000 points in her career. In our boys game upcoming, the headliner of this doubleheader, Labette County boys lost last year at Pratt 52-45 in a very entertaining game. Pratt was led by Samson Coleman with 28 points when he since graduated, and the Greenback boys are really struggling this year at 1-5 on the season and winless in conference play. In the game last year, Magic Relaford had 14, Tanner Russell with 18, and Easton Dean with 8. We want to thank you all for listening to us on AM 1540 on the radio, and tonight our first night live streaming on the website. If you go to KLKCradio.com, there's a red bar at the top of the web page. If you click on Labette Grizzlies, then you will find the YouTube channel for Labette County, and with that you'll have a live streaming video of the game with the live radio broadcast. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout as we await the tip-off of our girls game between Labette County and Pratt. You're listening to Lady Grizzly Basketball on AM 1540 and live streaming on KLKCradio.com.
Labette Grizzly Basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
Okay, so I'm going to come to you when we come back.
Let's go ahead and get your starting lineups for our girls game. First for the visiting Lady Greenbacks of Pratt, a 5'6" junior number 4, Allison McGowan, a 5'4" sophomore number 11, Danielle Statz, a 5'8" senior number 15, Mackenzie Baird, a 5'10" junior number 23, Caitlin Rasmussen, and a 6-foot junior number 30, Kirsten Maydew. Pratt is coached by Dustin Hildebrand, assisted by Summer Yanni and Kelsey Minner. And for Labette County, a 5'7" senior number 10, Tristan Gegg, a 5'3" senior number 11, Caitlin Helwig, a 5'6" junior number 12, Peyton Smith, a 5'11" junior number 30, Justice Brackney, and a 5'8" senior number 53, Aubrey Sorrell. Labette County is coached by Christy Snyder, assisted by Heather Wilson, Brianna Vollmer, and Greg Lampkin. So for Pratt, it's McGowan, Stats, Baird, Rasmussen, and Maydew. For Labette County, Gegg, Helwig, Smith, Brackney, and Sorrell. Pleased to be joined by Zane Sweet. And Zane, you see this Lady Grizzly team, we know of the success they've had 3 years in a row going to Salina. Now already 6-0 on the season, 3-0 in league play. They blew out Pratt last year, but this is really the unofficial start of the season as you get past the Christmas break. What are you looking for from the Lady Grizzlies?
Well, I'm looking for more post play. I mean, you have Tristan Gegg, of course, facilitates on all ends of the floor, and she's good and everything, but you do need to get the ball in more to Brackney and Sorrell on the inside. They can make a big difference in the game. I think the game's always won in the post.
Well, and as you look forward, eventually getting deep into league play and into going into Salina, they're going to need to be better in the post. It's just not a strong point of their game. They've never been real tall. Last year they had Dana Relaford, but even she was really raw in the post play. Aubrey's their best post player, looking to Justice for some more offensive output. All right, Justice Brackney to jump for Labette County, 6-foot Kirsten Maydew to jump for Pratt. The referee tosses the pumpkin into the air, and it's tipped to Tristan Gegg. Labette County basketball moving left to right. Here's Gegg on the far wing, around the screen, lets it fly from downtown, air ball. Rebound Peyton Smith. They'll say she's out of bounds. Was an awfully close call, so a turnover against Labette County to begin the ball game. Pratt basketball just underway here, no score. Here is Baird with it. Now cross-court pass to Stats. She has the ball knocked away by Gegg. Tied up, a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to Pratt. So out of the gate, Gegg a long three-pointer air ball. Smith with the rebound, she dribbled it, must have caught the baseline. I think she was all that close to it. And an awfully late whistle, but the ball goes to the Lady Greenbacks. So here's Rasmussen. She kicks it into the near corner. This is McGowan. Now to the far wing, Stats. Back to McGowan. She'll fire a three from the near wing, out of bounds, off of Brackney, and back to Pratt. Boy, Justice had the ball in her hands, couldn't hang on to it. 7:19 to play in the first quarter, no score. Both teams look to be a little rusty, although Pratt did play a game on Tuesday night. Here is Rasmussen shooting from the free throw line, no good. Rebound Sorrell, ahead to Gegg. Tristan in the lane, little runner off the glass, no good. Rebound Rasmussen, back the other way for Pratt with the right hand dribble. Now she's trapped along the far side, loses the ball, stolen by Gegg. Tristan, one-on-one, Tristan to the lane, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Fouled by Allison McGowan, her first team foul against Pratt. Zane, when you talk about Tristan, everyone talks about offense, no one talks about what a good defensive player she is.
Yeah, she's great in their half-court press. They always come out in and get in that trap in the corner. Then, of course, she has the great vertical to get up there and steal the ball out of the air. I mean, she's always been a lockdown defender.
Tristan hits both free throws, so has 2 points tonight. Pratt basketball. Lady Greenbacks wearing their green uniforms, gold trim, white numerals, with a gold and white stripe down each side. Here's Rasmussen. Kick it to the far corner. This is McGowan. Fires a three. Good. McGowan hits the open three, and it's a 3-2 Pratt lead early on in this ball game. We appreciate you listening and live streaming on KLKCradio.com. Here's Gegg with the left hand, off the glass and in. Gegg's first shot from the field, and it's a 4-3 Labette County lead. Here is Stats driving towards the hoop, and she'll be fouled. Let's see if they get Aubrey here, and they do. And that's an example of where Aubrey, well, a good job by Stats to push the basketball, no one getting back defensively from Labette County, and Aubrey was caught getting back too late and picks up the foul. Here's McGowan trapped again on the far sideline, and she's tied up. A jump ball goes to Labette County. Here comes Hallie Bevins in quickly, and Gegg leaves a bit earlier than we're used to seeing her leave, not even 2 minutes into this ball game. 6 minutes to play, 4-3 Labette County. Here's Peyton Smith on the far wing up top. Sorrell on the high post, now Bevins, near side right in front of us. Bevins finds Smith near corner, back to Bevins, up top Brackney, around to Hellwig. And here's a situation where Labette County without Gegg has to find a way to score. Here's Sorrell around to Smith. Smith's going to drive, now pull back, guarded by Rasmussen, now Brackney, guarded by Maydew. Good pass inside Smith, but she pulls it out. Labette County eating a lot of clock here. Good pass inside from Sorrell to Brackney, and she's fouled as she goes up for 2. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. They get Maydew on the foul, her first, second team foul. And Brackney to the line to shooting 2, misses the first shot. Well, Zane, you talk about needing to score without Tristan. There's a good example of it. They looked awfully confused as now Tristan comes back into the game.
Yeah, I mean, that is one thing they do need to solidify the rest of their offense. Tristan is a big part of that, but you never know what's going to happen during the length of the basketball season, so you always have to have somebody ready to come in.
As Brackney misses both free throw shots, so a scoring opportunity wasted for Labette County. Here's a lob inside for Pratt. Tied up along the baseline, out of bounds, and ball goes back to Labette County. A turnover against the Lady Greenbacks. 5:10 to play in the opening quarter. 4-3 Labette County with the lead. The first game back for Labette County from the Christmas break. Pratt played a game on Tuesday night, losing to Heston. Here's Gegg, drives the baseline, finds Brackney. She gets rid of it to Hellwig. Open 2-point jumper's no good. Loose ball grabbed by Hellwig in the paint. She goes up, misses. Bodies on the floor, and the ball is out of bounds to Pratt. Hellwig, Smith, Gegg, Bevins, and Brackney on the court. Here's a turnover as the ball was thrown from Baird into the arms of Hellwig, and Caitlin lays it up and in for 2. Her first 2 of the game, and Labette County doubles up Pratt now at 6-3. 4:35 to play in the opening quarter. Here's Rasmussen. Now finds Howell, who just came into the game. Cross-court pass, now Rasmussen top of the key. Across to McGowan, she'll let it fly and hit. Her second of the game. She has all 6 points for Pratt, and the game is tied 6-all. Brackney near corner. Finds Smith, now Gegg top of the key. One-on-one with Rasmussen. Rasmussen very long at 5'10". Gegg floats it to Hellwig far wing. Finds Gegg, thought about a 3. Now drive, shoots, and is fouled. And boy, Zane, that's a situation where Gegg almost knew she was going to get fouled and just suckered Rasmussen into it.
Yeah, Gegg has always been very good at that. She has that quick first step to get past most defenders, and so she gives the pump fake from outside.
Gegg with 4 points, now has 5.
I mean, she's so known to shoot for other people crazy spots. And so she gives that pump fake, everybody's going to fall for it, so she just drives right past. And they have no choice but to foul or give her the easy 2.
7-6, Labette County with the lead as Pratt brings in more substitutes. Gegg's second shot is no good. Rebound by Kira Johnson for the Lady Greenbacks. And back comes Pratt right to left. It's Ruby Howell with the basketball. Howell's going to drive with the left hand. Fire it to McGowan, the near wing. Shot is up, no good. Rebound Bevins, a good job by Hallie. To Gegg now, cross-court pass Hellwig. Caitlin. Around the horn, they'll go to Gegg. As Faith Housey's in the game for Labette County. Here's Brackney, pass is knocked away and stolen by Pratt. Second turnover of the game for Labette County. A foul is going to be called against the Lady Grizzlies, and they will get good. Tristan very rarely gets more than even 2 fouls in a basketball game, so I wouldn't expect to see much more from her on that end. 3:10 to play. Here's McGowan, a 3 from the far corner, no good. Rebound Housing. 7-6, Labette County with the lead. Opening quarter, 3 minutes to play. Here's Bevins, top of the key, finds Hellwig. Now Brackney, back to Hellwig, now Housing. Now Bevins to Housing. Back to Hellwig, and Caitlin will set it up as she raises her right fist into the air. Drive by Gay, off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Housey. Kicks it out to Bevins. Halley drives, shoots with the left hand, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Allison McGowan for Pratt. Boy, I thought Housey had an awfully good look there. Would have liked to see her take it up. Off of the rebound, here is Woody. She drives, kicks it out to Hoover. Now McGowan. McGowan leaves it for Woody. Peyton Woody drives, and she carries it. A turnover against Pratt, their second turnover of the game. 2:11 to play in the opening quarter, and a 7-6 Labette County lead. Strickland in the game for Hellwig. Couple empty possessions for Labette County offensively here in the first quarter. Although they've gotten some good looks, the rim has not been kind to them as we approach 2 minutes to play. Bevins to Housey, now around to Strickland. Kicking in the post, Housey doesn't go up with it. Good pass inside for Gegg. She has the ball knocked away, and it'll stay here. Again, Zane, I'd like to see Housey go up with it strong in the post.
Yeah, she's not a very score-minded player. She's really the big bruiser down low to kind of move the ball around down there, but she has had a few really good looks here in the first quarter. I'm surprised she hasn't gone up.
Here's Gegg on the far wing. She drives, and she's out of bounds on the far baseline. Third turnover of the game for Labette County. 1:43 to play in the opening quarter, and 7-6 Labette County lead. As Danielle Stats comes back into the game for the Lady Greenbacks, Peyton Smith comes to the scorer's table for Labette County. Pass to the top of the key. This is Hoover. She'll drive and a travel, and the third turnover against Pratt. 1:35 to play. Score stays the same, 7-6 as Gegg comes out again. You wonder if, with Coach Snyder, if she's trying to keep everyone fresh, or if Gegg, who has had at times some breathing trouble, is having that trouble here in this first game back from Christmas break. Bevins on the far wing, up top Housey, 1:20 to play. Brackney near wing. Up top Smith around to Bevins. Halley takes one dribble and turns it over. 4 turnovers against Labette County in the first quarter. Lady Grizzlies really have not looked good. And here is a charging call against Pratt. And Labette County comes back with it the other way. Foul against Stats, her first, 4th team foul. Boy, I thought they'd get the block against Labette, but they did, and a good fortunate call in the favor of the Grizzlies. And with the 1-point lead, Lady Grizzlies get the ball back with 1 minute to play. Here's Housey. She almost turns it over, gets it to Hellwig. Now inside, Brackney in the post, double team. Kick it out to Hellwig. Now Housey finds Smith on the far wing, kicks it around to Bevins. 45 seconds to play. Hellwig, good pass inside, Brackney kicks it out. Smith inside Housey. Good move, turns, shoots, misses. Rebound Pratt. It's Kyra Johnson, 32 seconds to play. 1 point Labette County lead. Now Johnson finds Stats in the near corner, fakes a 3, drive, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Smith. 15 seconds to play. Finds Hellwig. Now Housey at the free throw line, 9 seconds. Now Bevins near corner, now Brackney, 6 seconds. Good pass inside Housey, loses the basketball however, and it's Baird picking up the loose ball, and there's the buzzer, at the end of one, 7-6 Labette County. Let's take a 60-second timeout on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
A rather sloppy start to this one as we begin the second quarter of play. Labette County leads Pratt 7-6 in this, our girls game. Make sure to stay tuned for a post-game interview with Labette County head coach Chrissy Snyder, and then the headliner of our doubleheader of the boys game, Labette County and Pratt. Here, both teams slugging it out and awfully sloppy on the offensive end. 7-6 the lead for the Lady Grizzlies as we're underway here in the second quarter. Here is Rasmussen. Gets it to Stats. About the free throw line, that's Maydew. And a turnover is taken by Gay. 4 turnovers for Pratt, 4 turnovers for Labette County. Here's Hellwig. And the one thing to notice about this game when Gay has come out, Labette County's looked clueless on offense. A lot of passing and not much of anything else. Here's Gay, far corner. Rasmussen all over. Drives the baseline. Good pass to Sorrell. She shoots. And she scores. Aubrey Sorrell, her first 2 of the game. And Zane, when Tristan comes out, you really got to look to Aubrey.
Yeah, I mean, with the key part of your offense coming off the floor, I mean, you have to find something going. And Sorrell's usually there to get it done. They just haven't been finding her early here.
Drive by McGowan, and she's fouled, and they are going to get Brackney. That's her first and the third team foul against Labette County as the Lady Grizzlies lead by 3 at 9-6 with 6:58 to play in the first half. Here is Stats. Finds Rasmussen, back to Stats near corner, guarded by Brackney. Good defense. Cross-court pass, and to McGowan, and she throws it away. Stolen by Gegg. Tristan hesitates, finds Hellwig, and she'll hold on to the basketball. Finds Sorrell. Now Peyton Smith back to Aubrey. Aubrey, top of the key, wants to give it to Hellwig and does. Hellwig guarded now by the much bigger Rasmussen as Pratt stays in a man-to-man. Here's Smith to Hellwig, Sorrell inside Brackney. Now Hellwig, she'll fire a 3, buries it. Caitlin Hellwig, and just as we were talking about needing someone else to score, all of a sudden Labette County gets a couple buckets from someone other than Tristan Gegg, and the lead is 12-6 for Labette County. Now they have Rasmussen trapped, and she turns the ball over. 6 turnovers against Pratt. Back the other way, Labette County. Tristan on the far side, going to drive, throws it up. And no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go back to the line to shoot 2. Zane, something that Tristan does so well is draw contact from the defense.
Yeah, I mean, when she drives, she knows she's either going to get the bucket or she's probably going to get a foul. So, I mean, it's the mind of a great basketball player to be able to go in and do that and take the punishment.
Let's take a 30-second timeout on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
Tristan Gegg with 5 points tonight, goes to the free throw line out of the timeout and misses her first free throw. That's her second miss of the night. She has 5 points here in the first quarter. Slowly closing in on 1,800, which she should get tonight. Second free throw is good. So she has 6 points, and that puts her at 17-91 and puts Labette County up by 7 at 13-6 with 5:40 to play in the opening quarter. And another turnover against Pratt as they throw the ball out of bounds along the far side. You know, Zane, in high school basketball, you're going to have a lot of turnovers, a lot of mistakes. One thing, however, Labette County does good, they're not going to beat themselves. They're going to let you do it for them.
Exactly. I mean, they show your flaws very well, especially when they're on the defense side of the basketball. I mean, just an aggressive mindset that Snyder teaches these girls.
7-point lead for Labette County. Here's Sorrell driving into the lane. Shot the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound. Aubrey back up, misses. And rebound by McGowan at Pratt, but what a good job by Aubrey Sorrell to work the glass, getting her own rebound. 5:19 to play, 7-point Labette County lead. This is Stats. Stats drives the left hand, shoots, misses. And the rebound is off the hands of Peyton Smith, out of bounds, and goes back to Pratt. Boy, a missed opportunity there where Labette County had a sure rebound. Want to thank everyone for listening tonight and live streaming on KLKCradio.com. Our first night of live streaming, hopefully. The first of many, video streaming I mean. Go to KLKCradio.com and click on the Labette Grizzlies tab at the top of the page to video stream all of Labette County basketball. Here is McGowan, almost travels, no call. Cross-court pass is sloppy and stolen by Brackney. 8 turnovers against Pratt. Here's Gegg driving into the body of McGowan, and McGowan's going to get called for the foul. A good job by Gegg that time to recognize the mismatch she had there. That's going to be McGowan's second foul, 16th foul. And Gegg back at the line with 6 points. And now Gegg has 7. And she hits the first free throw. It's a 14-6. Labette County leads. Second free throw from Gegg is up, and it is good. And the lead is now 15-6 for Labette County as the Lady Grizzlies start to settle in and extend their lead right before half. And here's a steal by Gegg, another steal. How many can she have tonight? She drives and she's fouled and back to the line. Zane, it's a broken record at this point.
I mean, it is almost every game with Gegg. She's going to make those plays every chance she gets.
Fouls on Stats, her third, 17 foul. And I think we have another timeout coming up. Let's find out. It is 60 seconds on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
Hey, Terry. Tristan Gegg has 8 points tonight. She's back at the free throw line and she hits point number 9. She's starting to make her living there in this basketball game. Not hitting from the field, but able to generate from the line as there she hits free throw number 2 of that pair. And the lead is now 11 for Labette County at 17-6 with 4:20 to play. Another steal by Gegg. Good grief. Tristan, great pass to Helwig. and she lays it up and in for 2. Caitlin Hellwig with 7 points tonight. Another steal by Gegg, and she's fouled. And she'll go back to the line shooting the bonus. Tristan is a great defender, but her primary concern is offense. What's interesting is that she uses her defense to generate offense. Not many players can do that. As Gegg hits the free throw, she has 11, so she's 4 points away from 1,800 in her career. And how many steals has she had tonight? Has to be 5 or 6, Zane.
Easily 5 or 6. I mean, she's really just locking down the Lady Greenbacks, not letting them get anything done. She's all over the court.
Gegg misses the second. The score is 20-6. A 14-point Labette County lead as Gegg almost got another one there. But the passer, Wilson, thought the better of it. Now here is Woody. She'll drive, kick it out to Rasmussen. 3:45 on the clock. Rasmussen drives, leaves it for Johnson. She'll drive, kick it out for Baird. Her three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Labette County. Here's Hellwig. Caitlin, good pass inside. Housey, all by herself, and she scores. Faith Hosey scores her first 2 of the game, and the lead is 16 for Labette County. And a good job by Hosey that time to recognize that she was all by herself and take it up strong and score. As here's Hoover inside, and her shot's no good, but she's fouled by Justice Brackney. Second foul against Justice, 4th team foul against Labette County. She'll probably sit for the rest of the half. We'll wait and see, as the free throw from Hoover is no good. As Smith and Sorrell come back in, and Hellwig and Brackney sit. 3:11 on the clock, 22-6, Labette County with the lead. And one more for Hoover is good. So she's in the scorebook, and the first points of the game, or the second quarter rather, for Pratt, almost 5 minutes in. Here's Smith in the hoop. She'll dribble it out, find Gegg, good pass to Sorrell. Now Smith, a 3 from the near side, short, and out of bounds back to Pratt. Zane, something I've noticed about Peyton Smith now as an upperclassman, a lot more confidence in her three-point shot.
Oh, yes. I mean, seeing her play sparingly last year as a sophomore, I mean, she wasn't very aggressive when she came out and really didn't want to shoot the ball. She just wanted to pass it and try to generate some offense, but now she realizes when she's open to take that shot and see if she can get it to go in.
Madeline Wilson throws the ball through the hands of Kyra Johnson out of bounds along the near sideline, and a turnover against Pratt, number 11 of the first half. I have only 4 for Labette County. They used all those up in the first quarter since then. Labette County's been pretty pure with the ball. Here's Smith with it. Up top, Bevins. Now Gegg. Gegg, good pass for Sorrell. Aubrey back to Tristan on the far wing around the screen. Let it fly. Shot's no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 3 shots. And they'll get the foul on Jenna Fincham. It's her second foul. And the 9th team foul against Pratt, so Gegg at the line misses. Not something you see very often, but she has had a couple of misses tonight at the line, and she kind of smiles at herself knowing she can do better, and there she hits the second shot. You know, Zane, it's difficult for Tristan because perfection's expected. So when you have a good game but anything less than perfection, people go awfully hard on her. Third free throw is up. It is good. 24-7 is the lead for Labette County. They've held Pratt to 1 point here in the second quarter. Here's McGowan. Loses the ball. Now Fincham. She'll drive. Kick it to Maydew. A shot no good. Rebound Labette County. Moving left to right, Smith. Around the horn they go, Gegg. As we approach 2 minutes to play, Fincham on Gegg. Tristan will drive, tries to leave it inside either for Housey or Sora, I'm not sure who. but neither one of them was expecting the basketball, and stolen by Pratt. Here's McGowan a three, no good. Good defensive rebound by Peyton Smith. Now back ahead to Gegg. Gegg to Sorrell in the near corner. Now Smith, an open three, good.
I mean, you leave Smith that wide open, that's almost a made shot every time.
Smith, her first three of the game, and the lead is 20 for Labette County. And now a foul, I think, on Bevins. Let's find out. As Hallie had just too much body that time. Her first 15 foul against Labette County. As Hosey comes out of the ball game for Labette County. Replaced by Strickland. Pratt basketball with 1:20 to play. Here's Fincham, good pass along the baseline, a three from the near corner, no good. Rebound Pratt. Now the ball's knocked away and loose, stolen by Labette County. Ahead Gegg. Gegg one-on-one. Great pass to Smith, layup good. What a great pass from Gegg. And there's a situation where Tristan almost certainly could have scored anyway, but found the open player and gives Labette County a 22-point lead under a minute to play. 29-7, all Labette County in this one. In the first half of play. Fincham up top to Wilson. Now McGowan drives the baseline, nowhere to go. Good defense by Bevins. And Maydew frees herself. Her shot no good in the paint. And a drive by Fincham, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two with 34.8 to play. And who do they get on the foul? They get Strickland. Her first 16 foul. And the free throw from Fincham is up and good. Just the second point of the quarter, Zane, for Pratt.
Yeah, they're kind of killing themselves on the offensive end, having a lot of turnovers and honestly holding the ball too long against the Grizzlies. If you hold the ball too long against the Grizzlies, they're just going to trap you and force you to make a mistake and get the ball back.
Fincham hits the second shot, a 20-point lead for Labette County, 29-9, 25 seconds to play. Gegg to the free throw line. Now she'll pull it back out, guarded by Rasmussen. Rasmussen a bit longer than Tristan. Now Tristan double teamed. She'll drive. Leave it for Strickland. Now Bevins. Now Helwig. 10 seconds. Gegg one-on-one, and look for her to take the final shot here. 6 seconds, 5. Tristan around the screen. Let it fly. Off the back iron. No good. Ball's loose, and there's the buzzer. And so at halftime, a 20-point lead for the Lady Grizzlies of Labette County. Your score at halftime, Labette County 29, Pratt 9. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Labette County basketball on AM 1540 and live streaming at KLKCradio.com.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin. Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
For Pratt to get here, so that's why you have the early tip-off time in this halftime of our girls game. Labette County leads Pratt 29-9. That's really saying something with Zane Sweet, and I'm Jonathan Willoff. Thank you for listening, Zane. This was 7-6 after one quarter, now 29-9. So Labette County on a 22-3 run in the second quarter.
I mean, the Grizzlies kind of came out sloppy in the first quarter, but it really came together. And, I mean, just well coached by Snyder to shake off the rough first quarter and come out and generate some offense. And
well, and something you can expect coming off of the Christmas break also.
Oh, yeah, I mean, coming off Christmas break, you're always a little bit rusty. I mean, you've only played your own team. I mean, you might have been running the other team's defense, the other team's offense, but you never know what to expect when you come out the first time after a break.
About ready for the second half of our girls game, 29-9, Labette County with the lead. Let's take another 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Labette County Basketball on AM 1540 and live streaming at KLKCradio.com.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
As we begin the second half of play between Labette County and Pratt, and this is our girls' game. Lady Grizzlies lead the Lady Greenbacks 29-9. Here's Gegg, a long three, high off the back iron, no good. And out of bounds. Tristan has struggled a little bit from the field, but has done a good job of driving to the hoop and creating contact to create scoring opportunities at the free throw line. She has 13 tonight. So only 2 points away from 1,800. And here's a foul against Labette County as they try to trap Pratt along the far sideline. They'll get Smith. That's her first. And the first team foul against Labette County with Zane Sweeten. I'm Jonathan Willoff. Thank you for listening and live streaming tonight. And this, the first game back for Labette County from the Christmas break as the Lady Grizzlies come out in a 3-2 zone to begin the second half of play. Very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they usually come out in that aggressive man defense, but they are known to drop back into this 3-2 every once in a while.
Three from the near wing from Stats is no good. Rebound, Justice Brackney. And back comes Labette County, moving right to left in their home whites. Red lettering and gold trim as Hellwig kicks it inside for Brackney, and she's fouled. And they'll get Kirsten Maydew. That's her second personal foul. And the first team foul against Pratt here in the first half, or second half. Here's Sorrell up top to Brackney. Now Gegg wide open, lets it fly, no good. Rebound Brackney, and she's fouled. A good job by Justice that time on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I mean, Grizzlies do get there on the offensive glass. It is something they do need to work on a little bit, getting the positioning, but they're usually very good about following their own shots as well.
Foul on Baird, her first. Second team foul against Pratt. Good shot from Sorrell in the paint, no good. Gets run, rebound, goes up again, no good. Rebound by Brackney, and she's fouled, and there's Labette County just dominating the offensive glass again. And something, Zane, you know, in a couple years past, they have struggled on the inside. Boy, these two, Sorrell and Brackney, not even that big. They're dominating inside tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Sorrell, it's kind of in the legacy. I mean, I'm a senior, but I don't remember a time there's not been a Sorrell at least playing post for the Grizzlies.
Right.
And I mean, Brackney showing up this year with the absence of Dean, losing Dean last year. I mean, just a great job by Brackney to jump up into those big shoes to fill and really doing a great job down there.
Brackney hits 1 of 2 free throws, and the lead is 30-9 for Labette County, just underway here in the third quarter. Lady Grizzlies, Lady Greenbacks. Here's McGowan near side, covered by Gegg. Now Rasmussen, she'll drive, pull up from the elbow, no good. Rebound Brackney. And Pratt just has no answer offensively tonight.
I mean, they've had a few good shots, just can't get it to fall. I mean, they just
Gegg,
haven't shook it.
A three from the far side, no good. And the rebound by Sorrell. Great pass inside Brackney, and she scores. Justice Brackney for 2 off the glass and give the assist to Aubrey Sorrell. What a play.
I mean, Sorrell almost happened to do a toe tap like it was football, trying to keep it in bounds.
And now a turnover against Pratt as Stats travels. They're 13th of the game, first of the second half, and the lead is 23 for Labette County. I'll tell you what, and you talk about the Sorrell legacy and their strong farm girls, but they are a lot more finesse than you think they are. And that was a good example, tapping the toes in bounds.
Oh, yeah.
Gegg in the lane, and she'll score. As Tristan now has 15, and there you are, 1,800 points in the career of Tristan Gegg. And it will be next to nothing, I would say, Zane, for her to get 2,000. As here's a pass to Johnson inside, and she travels. Turnover number 14 against Pratt. Here comes Hallie Bevins in for Peyton Smith. So 1,800 points tonight.
I mean, I've been watching Gegg since, I mean, we've known each other forever. And I mean, I always told her, I was like, you get to high school, you're dominating. And she has. I told her, I was like, 2,000 points, that's the goal. And she's really followed up on that.
Here Tristan misses the shot along the baseline. Rebound by Sorrell, and the putback is good. Aubrey has 4. And it's a 27-point lead for Labette County. Here's the foul against the Lady Grizzlies. They'll get Sorrell on the foul. Her second, the second team foul against the Lady Grizzlies. And boy, Labette County is dominating this ball game, and they're dominating tonight more than they did last year against Pratt, and that game wasn't even that close. They won by 33, and it wasn't as close as the score indicated. As here the ball's knocked away out of bounds by Labette County, back to Pratt. Hellwig, Gaig, Brackney, Hosey, and Bevins on the court for Labette County. Pratt basketball moving left to right. Here's Rasmussen double teamed right in front of us. Good pass inside. This is Johnson. She drives, shoots, misses. Rebound Hosey. Now Gaig down the court. Brackney, Justice, right-handed shot. The glass around the rim. No good. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Grizzlies. At 4:27 to play here in the third quarter. 36-9. The Lady Grizzlies lead. Here's Brackney inside. A lot of contact. No call on the shot. And rebound by Caitlin Rasmussen, the 5'10 junior for Pratt. With Gaig all over her. Bounce pass to Stats. She'll work one-on-one against Hellwig into the paint. Kick it across. Pull-up jump shot is up. It is no good. Saved by Hellwig and kicked to Gaig. 3-on-1 for Labette County. Tristan will kick it to Brackney and one. Brackney with the bucket, give the assist to Tristan Gaig. They'll get Johnson on the foul. That's her first. And the fourth team foul against Pratt as Justice goes to the line to shoot one. She has 5 points tonight, looking to make it 6. And looking to make it an even 30-point lead for Labette County, and she does. As Pratt, Zane, halfway into this third quarter has been held scoreless in the quarter. Here's McGowan in the lane. Little floater is up around the rim and in. So I jinxed him. Or I jinxed Labette County anyway. And Pratt's on the board now in the third quarter. 39-11 the lead for Labette. Good pass inside from Hosey to Brackney. Now back out to Faith. And up top to Tristan. 3.5 to play.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the domination this year. I mean, last year they did dominate, but not quite this much.
Gaig drives the baseline. Her shot's no good, and the long rebound's tipped out to McGowan. McGowan drives, stops, dribbles out. Guarded by Bevins. Hallie all over her. Now Johnson.
I mean, I've been watching Labette County basketball since I can remember, and there's always been a lot of great teams, you know. They just have a really great legacy, but this is a very special team. I mean, I've never seen something like this. I was kind of skeptical coming in this year due to all the big senior losses in Kiana Burke and Gwen Dean. But
McGowan a 3, no good. Now back the other way in Labette County.
But I mean, just the way the way the girls have stepped up. I mean, Brackney big in the post and Hellwig coming in and filling that big spot for Burke and just doing a great job this year.
Bevins on the baseline, shot no good. Rebound rebound Pratt. This is Wilson. She'll drive and travel. Another turnover against Pratt. And boy, you can just tell the difference between these two teams. It's not even close in terms of just basic fundamentals.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that's killed Pratt the entire game is just the basic fundamentals of not turning the ball over and making sure to take care of it. I mean,
2:25 on the clock here in the third. 39-11. Labette County with the lead. Here's Gaig. She has 15. She struggled, and that should tell you how good she is. As here she scores, make it 17. And she's already crossed over 1,800 points tonight. Talking about what a great player Gaig is. She struggled. She has 17. You know.
Yeah,
I mean, any other kid has 17, and everyone's pretty happy about it.
I mean, yeah, she's just a once-in-a-generation player. This doesn't happen very often.
Hoover, a jump shot, no good. Back the other way, Labette County. Here's Smith. She's hammered, and they're going to call that a clean block. And so out of bounds will stay with Labette County give Hoover the block. Boy, I thought Hoover came across and really hacked Smith, but no call. Here's Sorrell with it, now Strickland. Lacey can dribble, but I'm not sure if she knows that she can. Gets it to Sorrell, her shot's blocked again by Hoover, and back the other way comes Pratt. A 30-point Labette County lead, 1.5 to play in the third quarter. McGowan drives, loses the ball through the legs of Smith, and so out of bounds it will stay with Pratt as Rasmussen back into the game for the Lady Greenbacks. Want to remind you to stay tuned for a post-game interview with Labette County head coach Christy Snyder, and then the headliner of this doubleheader, our boys game, the Grizzlies and the Greenbacks, as Labette County looks to get a revenge from last year's loss. A three, no good from Pratt. Offensive rebound by Hoover. She puts it back up and in. She has 3 points tonight. Does Reagan Hoover. Here's Sorrell driving, loses the ball. Ball's loose, grabbed by Bevins. Give it inside. Strickland, she turns, she shoots, she misses. Gets her own board, gets it to Sorrell. Now Bevins, Hallie drives, bounce pass near corner. Smith a three, no good. Rebound, back to Strickland. Another offensive rebound, and now she throws the ball away. It's loose, picked up by Bevins. So Labette County avoids a turnover there, 40 seconds to play.
I mean, going back to the turnovers, the turnover bug has really hit Pratt big this game. It was hitting Grizzlies big in the first quarter. But, I mean, as Kirk Cousins said this season, ball security is job security.
As Cousins looks to cash in on a big payday, I think, too.
Oh, yeah.
As here's a shot from Smith, no good, but she gets her own rebound. Inside Sorrell, Aubrey with a 30 to the hoop, misses the shot. But she'll go to the line to shoot, too. A good, strong take that time for Aubrey. Let's see who they're going to get the foul on. They get Hoover, and that's her first, and the fifth team foul against Pratt. This has been a pretty clean game as Aubrey hits the first free throw. So Aubrey now with 5 points. She'll have one more. 12.1 on the clock. And in and out and in. So Aubrey's 2 for 2 from the line. 8 seconds to play. 30-point Labette County lead. As Smith almost takes the ball away from Johnson. And now here's Fincham, and she'll drive, and she's fouled by Bevins with 1.8 seconds on the clock here in the third.
I mean, one thing Greenbacks also need to work on moving on in the season is just right there on that fast break, they had a wide open Greenback streaking down the side. Didn't keep the head up to see it. Probably an easy layup on a fast break there for him.
Three from Rasmussen's no good. There's the buzzer. Let's take 60 seconds on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
Heading into our final period of play, Labette County leads Pratt 43-13 in this, our girls game. Labette County outscoring Pratt in the third quarter 14-4. Pratt basketball moving left to right. Rasmussen kicks it to the far corner. Fincham back to Rasmussen. Now Wilson. As Labette County comes back out to start the fourth quarter in this 3-2 zone. Near corner, this is Fincham, guarded by Brackney. She'll kick it out. Fincham again, near side, pump fake, loses the ball, stolen by Gegg. 14 turnovers tonight. Gegg with another steal, step back three, bullseye. Tristan Gegg from downtown. She has 20 points tonight. Another steal, Zane. That's got to be about 7, I would think, for her.
Yeah, I mean, she's been all over the place on this Grizzly defense, just making steal after steal and turning it into offensive opportunities.
And in this, not one of her better games, has 20 points.
Yeah, I mean, that just doesn't happen to most people.
Rasmussen now out to Wilson, a 3, no good. Rebound, Hosey. Hosey. I keep wanting to say Housey, but I know that's wrong. 46-13, Labette County with the lead. The lead is 33 points for the Lady Grizzlies. Here's Gegg. Gegg one-on-one with Fincham. Around a screen. She'll drive. Let it fly. Good. Tristan all of a sudden has 5 points here in the fourth quarter, and it's a 48-13 Lady Grizzly lead. Rasmussen throws it to the near corner. Fincham. She'll drive the baseline out to Rasmussen. She'll let it fly for 3. No good. Rebound, Hellwig. Caitlin ahead to Gegg. Tristan. Good pass inside. Justice can't hang on to it. Out of bounds and a turnover against Labette County, and I have that as the first turnover unofficially against the Lady Grizzlies here in the second half. As Elsie Sorrell comes into the game for Labette County, and now Pratt will bring in a whole bunch of their younger players.
I mean, there's another example. The Sorrell dynasty having another younger Sorrell come in, actually the last one, which I'm not sure Labette County's going to know what to do without a Sorrell on the basketball team.
Fincham missed the 3. Now she throws the ball away. Another turnover against Pratt. I have that as 17 for the Lady Greenbacks. Elsie Sorrell inside, and a timeout called by Coach Snyder. Let's take it. 30 seconds on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
Mass substitutions for both teams as Labette County leads Pratt 48-13 in this, our girls game. 5:08 to play here in the fourth quarter. Here's Elsie Sorrell inside. She turns, she shoots, she misses. Rebounded by Emma Strobel, a 5'2 junior for Pratt. Kick it across for Woody. Her three-pointer's no good. Ball's loose and out of bounds, and it will stay with Pratt. And correction, that's Danielle Stats. So Stats stays in the game for Pratt. Here is McGowan. She'll pull up, she'll shoot, she'll miss. Long rebound back to Stats. Now it's tied up by Michaela Forbes of Labette County. And the ball goes back to the Grizzlies. So a lot of young girls, Zane, into the game for the Lady Grizzlies.
Yeah, but I mean, really it's just next man up here. Grizzly mentality, just next man up. I mean, really you're not really lacking much.
So Forbes, March, Bevins, Elsie Sorrell, and Strickland on the court for the Lady Grizzlies. Under 4 to play, and a 35-point lead for Labette County. Bevins picks up her dribble. Now she'll get it to Forbes. Dribbles with the left hand, guarded by Stats. And a 5-second call, and that's the correct call against Forbes. 7th turnover against Labette County tonight. 3.5 to play and a running clock now here at Harrison Gymnasium. So we will be quickly out of the girls' game in just a few moments, and we'll get ready for our boys' game. Great pass inside from Johnson to Hoover, and Hoover scores, and she has 5 points tonight. That's the first 2 of the fourth quarter for Pratt. It's a 48-15 lead, and now a pass from Forbes through the hands of Bevins. The 8th turnover against Labette County as the ball goes out of bounds. Under 3 to play, clock running. Stats finds Strobel. Back to Stats, now far corner McGowan. Now Strobel has the ball knocked away and taken by Forbes. Forbes to Elsie Sorrell, pulls up and travels, I think, and she did. Well, this is a good example of the young Elsie Sorrell needing to just drive to the hoop, Zane.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing she have to learn from her sister is just drive. Try to get the foul if you can't just get the lay in. But, I mean, it comes with maturity and it comes with learning the game a little better.
And I know it will be a shell shock for everyone involved when next year when Tristan's not here, but I think Labette County has some good young players that they'll be in good hands. Yeah,
I mean, you keep somewhat of the sharpshooter mentality with Smith out there. She could be the big facilitator for the Grizzlies next year. Then
shot
Bevins coming up too.
Shot from Stats is no good. Rebound Bevins. And down the court for Marge. Good pass inside Strickland. She'll drive with the left hand and is fouled. Then she'll go to the line to shoot too with 1:40 to play and a running clock. 48-15 Labette County with the lead. They'll get Hoover on the foul. Second personal and the 6th team foul. As Strickland at the line shooting 2, misses her first shot. So Lacey's still scoreless tonight. Let's see if she can get in the scorebook here. And she does not, but she chases down her own rebound. What a good job by Lacey Strickland. Bevins with it, now Sorrell. Elsie tries to kick it inside, knocked away and stolen by Hoover. Ripped away by Harry Bevins into the arms of Paige March. Her shot's no good. Put back by Strickland, no good, out of bounds. And the ball goes to Pratt. Well, what a good job defensively that time by Bevins.
Yeah, really getting in there and fighting for rebounds and ripping the ball away, making sure
35
much of a chance.
Seconds to play now. 48-15, Labette County the lead. What a defensive performance to keep this team under 20 points, probably. As here's a 3, no good. So now almost certainly with 25 seconds to play. Bevins with it. Has the ball almost knocked away. Grabbed by Sorrell. Picked up by Forbes. Back to Bevins, 13. 10 seconds. So Labette County will remain undefeated on the season. 5 seconds to play. Paige March at the free throw line. Turns, shoots, misses. And there's the buzzer. So your final score, Labette County 48, Pratt 15. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Labette County basketball on AM 1540 and live streaming at KLKCradio.com.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin. Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin. Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
52-45 last year. Labette County enters tonight ranked number 7 in Kansas Class 4A Division I. They are 5-1 overall and 3-0 in SEK League play. The Greenback boys are 1-5 and 0-3 in league play. So a good Pratt team last year, but they lost a lot of kids, including Samson Coman, who scored 26 points in a Pratt victory last year. They'll be without his services. Labette County lost almost no one, and they're another year older and more experienced. Let's go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Labette County basketball and on AM 1540 and live streaming on KLKCradio.com.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
Moments away from tip-off of our boys game, Labette County versus Pratt. The Labette County girls were victorious tonight, 49-15, behind 22 points from Tristan Gegg. As we await the national anthem, let's go ahead and take a 90-second timeout on KLKC. Hey, Terry, go ahead and give me 60 more seconds.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
Let's go ahead and get you our starting lineups for our boys game. First for the visiting Pratt Greenbacks. A 5'10 senior, number 4 Landon Studer. A 6'2 junior, number 12 Brett Windsor. A 5'11 junior, number 14 Caden Everett. A 6' junior, number 15 Nathan Thorm. And a 6' junior, number 45 Grant Bolin. Pratt is coached by Chris Batten, assisted by Tyler Strong and Brandon Wade. For Labette County, a 6' senior, number 3 Joshua Walters. A 6' junior, number 11, a 6' senior, number 11 Magic Rutherford. A 5'10 senior, number 13 Keyshawn Anderson. A 5'11 senior, number 22 Tanner Russell. And a 6'7 junior, number 33 Easton Dean. Labette County is coached by Brad Smith, assisted by Clint Whitty, Brian Tucker, and Bradley Argabright. So for Pratt, Studer, Windsor, Everett, Colm, and Bolin. And for Labette County, Walters, Rutherford, Anderson, Russell, and Dean. Labette County coming off of a big win over Fort Scott, a game in which Magic Rutherford scored 23, and Magic is only 11 points away from 800 as I bring in Rob Gardner. Rob, Magic closing in on 1,000 points in his career at Labette County as we now begin the unofficial start of the basketball season. What are you looking for tonight?
I'm looking for Magic to continue what we stopped before the Christmas break. Be a leader, get out there, play the kind of basketball he can play. I mean, he's been playing good. Hopefully it continues tonight.
Magic starting to get a lot of recognition around the state. Recently featured in sportsinkansas.com, and I know being heavily recruited Division II and a couple D1s. Also joined by Zane Sweet tonight. Zane, thanks for being with us as we begin the ball game. The referee tosses the pumpkin into the air, and Easton Dean knocks it back to Tanner Russell, who gives it to Magic Rutherford. We begin the game. Labette County moving left to right in their home white uniforms, gold numerals and red trim. Here's Dean in the high post, kicks it to Russell. Now Rutherford, one dribble, pull-up jumper is good for 2. Well, right on cue, Magic scores the first 2 points.
Good for him.
Pratt basketball. Here's Colm. Kicks it to Studer on the near side. Good defense by Keyshawn Anderson to cut him off. Cut off his drive on the baseline. Here is Bolin. Good pass inside to Windsor, and he's fouled. I think they're going to get Easton to do. One thing Easton wants to do, Zane, is stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a few troublesome games here in the first half of the season, but I mean, not really as bad as last year. Last year he was in foul trouble quite often, but he's really toned that back and has been working to stay straight up and down in the post.
Free throw from Windsor is good, and he's on the board, and so is Pratt at 2-1. Second free throw is good, and we're tied at 2. Pratt, a very good team last year. This year struggling, but not to be taken for granted. Here's Tanner, top of the key, around to Magic. Magic near side, right in front of us. Back to Tanner. Bounce pass Anderson on the far side. Keyshawn, one dribble, pick it up, give it to Walters, high post. He'll drive, floater in the lane, a little short. Followed by Josh is up and in. So Walters gets his own rebound and tips it back up and in for 2, and the lead is 4-2 for Labette County. Here's Colm. Colm drives, throws the ball away, was deflected, and out of bounds will stay with Pratt. .6:42 to play in the opening quarter and a 4-2 Labette County lead. This is Studer. Studer guarded by Keyshawn as Labette County comes out in a man-to-man. Studer around the horn. They go to Bolin. He'll drive against Walters, and he traveled. And the first turnover of the ball game goes to Pratt. With 6.5 to play and a 2-point Labette County lead. Grizzlies' only loss early on this year was to Spring Hill in the game, in which I think everyone feels like they should have won, but they've played well, including going 3-0 in SEK League play to begin the season. Here's Keyshawn, now Magic. Magic needed only 11 points for 800. Now he needs only 9. Here's a jump shot from Russell on the baseline. No good. Offensive rebound. Dean. He puts it back up and in. Easton Dean for 2. His first 2 of the game. It's a 4-point Labette County lead. Under 6 to play. First quarter. Here is Bolin. Around they go. Now Studer. I thought he shoveled his feet.
Yep. He traveled.
Pass inside to the falling down Colm. He throws up a prayer, not answering the lane. Good offensive rebound by Windsor as he ripped it away from Dean. His shot's no good. Rebound Easton. Push from behind, no call. Easton gets it to Keyshawn. Now Magic wide open, a 3 from the near side. Short rebound goes to Caden Everett, the 6-foot junior. And back the other way comes Pratt right to left in their road green uniforms, gold numerals, white trim, and gold, white, and green stripes all the way down the sides of their uniforms. Long 3 from Everett, no good. Rebound Labette County. Dean across to Russell. Tanner starts to drive, pull up, give it to Magic. He'll drive, leave it for Easton. Easton kicks it back out Anderson. Keyshawn gives it back to Magic, and he'll set up the offense. Under 5 to play. 6-2 Labette County. Russell starts to drive with the right hand. Now back to Keyshawn. Keyshawn guarded by Colm as Pratt is in sort of a matchup zone, I think. Long 3-pointer from Russell is good. A step back 3. Tanner's on the board. And it's a 7-point Labette County lead off the good-looking shot from Tanner that time.
It was.
Here's Studer. Finds Everett. Everett on the near wing, guarded by Tanner. Bounce pass to Bolin. Bolin leaves it for Everett. Everett kicks it inside to Colm, who is sort of cutting to the hoop. A little awkward. He fell down. And another turnover against Pratt. Unofficially 2 in the game. Here comes Clayton Moore and Alex Nybarger for Labette County, replacing Josh Walters and Keyshawn Anderson.
It looks as though the Greenbacks are having troubles trying to even run. I mean, they're slipping all over the place. I'm not sure maybe they start using that map by the score table.
Schrag comes into the game for Pratt and quickly to the scorer's table's Bates, but they won't get him in, so he'll wait. 7-point Labette County leads. We approach 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Dean in the near corner, now Magic. Magic finds Tanner. He's open, fires a 3, hit in the stomach, no call. And the rebound goes back to Studer. Boy, that time the defender gave Tanner a good little chuck in the stomach, and now they're going to get Tanner on a hand check foul. That was nothing compared to what he got down.
No.
Did you see that, Rob?
Yeah, I did. He punched him in the gut.
Fouls on Tanner, his first, second team fouls. Bates comes in now for Pratt. Here's Bolin. Hands it off to Studer, and a foul and away from the ball, and an illegal screen called against Pratt. Let's see who they get. They're going to get Bates, who just came into the game. His first team foul against Pratt. 9-2 Labette County with the lead. 3:50 to play here in the opening quarter. Nybarger, far wing, now Russell. Tanner back to Nybarger. Thought about a 3, now he'll drive, finds Magic wide open again. Pass not very accurate, so Magic can't pull up and shoot.
Nice.
I'll have to drive and score, and a good job by Magic that time. His 4th of the ball game. Rather than the 3, take it to the hoop, Rob. Here's a shot, no good. By Studer, back the other way, Labette. Good pass inside Magic to Moore. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound, and now he's going to be fouled. And a good job by Clayton Moore. He couldn't finish it that time, Rob, but
he does a good job. Yeah, he
fouled.
Stays right in there. I like Clayton Moore. He fights like nobody else inside.
Zane, a kid you played football with, he's battling this basketball season too.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't really thought of much as a starter or even really a sixth man coming off the bench coming into the season. But I mean, the big injury to Skylar Gatewood in practice early on really opened a door for him to come up and be a big part of this offense.
Everett on the foul, his first, team second against Pratt. Magic to inbound. Finds Nybarger. 11-2, Labette carried the lead. Tanner on the near wing. Now Magic, top of the key, guarded by Studer. Bounce pass to Russell. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Clayton Moore again. Kick it out to Russell, and this time he turns it over. Clayton, a good offensive rebound, got a little wild with the basketball and threw it out of bounds as he's looking for Tanner Russell. I have that unofficially as the first turnover of the game against Labette County. So now ball goes back to Pratt. Greenbacks making the 3.5-hour drive east this year as we went west last year. Here is Windsor. He'll drive, right-handed shot is good. And a much-needed basket for Pratt as Windsor has all 4 points for the Greenbacks. 2:25 to play in the first quarter. Labette County 11, Pratt 4. Tanner Russell near wing. Now Nybarger. Nybarger top of the key, back to Tanner. Tanner going to be double teamed. Find Clayton Moore on the baseline. Clayton, one dribble, kick it up top for Nybarger, knocked away into the arms of Russell, however, as we approach 2 minutes to play in the first. Here's Magic, far side. Now Tanner. Labette County being very patient offensively. Nybarger, cross-court pass, Magic, he's open, far corner. The three is around the rim and out, no good. Rebound Pratt, this is Colm. He'll drive, finds and he has it taken away by Nybarger. Now Magic is fouled from behind. A good hard foul by Windsor. Excuse me, Colm, I think it is. Magic up and he's okay. Rob, you call that a playoff foul in the NBA. Fouls on Everett, so his second and the third team foul against Labette County. And Zane, good to see Magic get up with that.
Yeah, really hard foul coming from the backside. I mean, just trying to prevent the easy two.
Magic free throw is up and it is good. He has foul. Well, and I'll say this, there's nothing more aggravating than seeing a kid following a play and kind of giving a real soft foul. So if you're going to foul him, you don't want to give up the N1 situation. Magic's second shot is good. He has 6 points tonight. Here's Studer bringing it up for Pratt at 90 seconds to play in the first quarter, and a 9-point Labette County lead at 13-4. Magic knocks the ball away. That's got to be a foul right there.
Pulled back down.
Colm, he pulled him down and didn't make a play on the ball. They could have called that unintentional as Magic was going to break away for two.
Yeah, he had it.
So a turnover against Labette County, their second. Here's Studer with it. Around the horn they go to Windsor in the far corner. He'll work. Nowhere to go with it. Kick it up top, back to Studer. He'll drive. Little floater is up, in and out, no good. Rebound, Nybarger, good rebound by Alex. He'll bring it up, under a minute to play. 9-point Labette County. Great pass to Walters. His shot's off the glass, no good. Ball's loose. Picked up by Windsor of Pratt. Now Studer. Bounce pass back to Windsor. His shot's no good. Grabbed by Colm, and he puts it up and in for two. So Pratt within 7 with 30 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Now Tanner back by the volleyball line. Gives it to Magic. 15 seconds to play, and look for Labette County to take the final shot here. Tanner works with the left hand. Nice. Great pass inside Walters. And Josh puts it off the glass and in for 2. His 4th point in the ball game. Give the assist to Tanner. What a pass it was. And the lead is 9 after 1. 60-second timeout on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
You could not have looked for a better end to the first quarter for Labette County, as Tanner Russell, a great pass inside to Josh Walters, and that took the lead from 7 to 9 for the Grizzlies. They lead 15-6 as we begin the second quarter of play with Rob Gartner and Zane Sweeten. I'm Jonathan Willoff. Thank you for listening. Here is Colm with it. He's trapped in the far corner. Now he's able to get rid of the ball, and the foul going to be called against Labette County along the baseline. They're going to get Magic. That's his first and the 3rd team foul against Labette County. Pratt to inbound. This is Brett Windsor. Gives it back to Colm. He'll shoot in the lane and score. Nice looking.
That was a nice shot there.
Nathan Colm. He has 4 points and brings Pratt to within 7 at 15-8. Cross-court pass to Keyshawn inside the post to Easton. His shot no good, and they're going to get Walters on the foul on the rebound. That's his first and the 4th team foul against Labette County. I want to give my personal condolences to the family of Pastor Jim Dillo, who passed away right before the New Year's. And what an impact he made on this whole community. Obviously a good friend of Coach Brad Smith is here. Studer misses the shot, and back the other way comes Labette. Anderson gives it to Magic. He kicks it to Tanner, a 3 from the far wing. Good!
Nice shot.
Pass over there. Look up and find Russell wide open on the wing.
Give Magic the assist. And the lead's 18-8, so we'll certainly miss Pastor Jim, and condolences to Susan and Jeff and Tim and his family and the family of the Nazarene Church as well. 6.5 to play, 10-point Labette County lead here in the first half. This is Colm, picks up his dribble, good defense by Magic. Pass to Windsor on the baseline, jump shot no good, rebound Easton, he's going to push it. He has numbers, Easton, good pass to Keyshawn. He lays it up and in for 2. And a good job that time, Rob. As Pratt wants a timeout, let's go ahead and take it quickly. 30 seconds on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
He could have taken it himself, but found the open man in Keyshawn.
Yeah, that was a good way to look. You know, I like it when it's 2-on-1 coming down and you use your pass.
12-point Labette County lead, under 6 to play here in the first half. This is Studer. Now Colm. Picks up his dribble, finds Windsor in the lane, one-on-one with Dean. Good defense by Easton. Now they find Bolin. He'll drive, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Let's see who they get here. And they got Josh. I thought they did, and they do. So his second 15 foul against Walters, and Moore comes to scorer's table. Bolin at the line to shoot 2. He's been scoreless tonight and remains so as he misses the first shot. I want to thank all of our sponsors and everyone listening on the radio on AM 1540, but also live streaming video and audio on KLKCradio.com, our first inaugural live streaming. And thanks to Joe Stringer for putting that together for us. He's here with us, working the camera tonight and setting up all the technology. As Bolin hits the second shot, so an 11-point Pratt lead. Good penetration by Magic and a great pass into Clayton, but he traveled. And Rob, a missed opportunity.
I think Clayton got excited on that one just a little bit.
And sometimes, it's, not to even really be critical of Clayton, some players aren't used to getting a pass that good. They don't do
exactly.
It's a great pass for Magic. And so the third turnover of the ball game. Ball goes back to Pratt, moving right to left. Now here's Studer, guarded by Keyshawn. Up top they go to Windsor. He'll drive against Easton. Shot's going to be blocked by Dean, out of bounds. Looked like it might have deflected off of Windsor, but they're going to say the ball stays with Pratt. Coach Argenbright can't believe it. Ball goes, or stays with Pratt rather. Here's Everett working one-on-one against Russell. Labette County stays in a man-to-man. Good penetration this time by Bolin, and he finds Windsor wide open underneath the hoop. He lays it up and in. 6 points for Windsor in the ball game. And Pratt hanging around here in the first half. Here's Magic with it out by the free throw line. Relaford drives, finds Keyshawn near wing. One dribble, good pass inside Moore. Clayton kicks it out, Magic. Magic gonna dribble with the left hand. Gonna go one-on-one, gonna penetrate, gonna drive, and score. Yeah. Well, Zane, that time Magic knew he was the best player, and he just took it to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a quick isolation for him, and I mean, when you bring Relaford on an isolation, not many people can stop him.
When he proved that last year against McPherson, he's one of the best teams in the state, probably the best basketball town in the state at 26 points. Now a turnover against Pratt, their third. And Magic even this year, now in his senior year, a little bit stronger physically, another year under his belt. And he's done a lot more penetrating this year, even than he did last year, and just getting to the paint and scoring.
Yeah, I mean, put a lot of work. Part of that is due to putting a lot of work in the weight room in the off season. Got in there and got to work, and it's really improved his game.
Here's Moore. He takes one dribble, leaves it for Dean. Easton, good pass to Magic, far corner, fakes a three, now drives along the baseline, puts off the glass, no good, follows his own shot and scores. Well, right on cue, Magic Relaford makes it look simple in the paint. 24-11, Labette County with the lead, 3.5 to play. Opening half. And here's Studer. Studer working on Anderson. Keyshawn, a good defender. This time Studer frees himself with the left hand shot. The glass no good. Rebound, and back the other way comes Labette County. Magic in the paint. Layup and one!
Good job by Magic. Just take it to the basket. Attack that basket. You know, they're not going to stop it.
Well, and Rob, don't you think that he's identifying here in the second quarter that they can't stop?
Exactly, and I think that's what he's seeing. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I really am drawing a comparison here to Relaford. Really is kind of a Trey Young type player. I mean, really coming out and showing out in D1 this year for Oklahoma. He's the type of kid who wants to score, but he's not always going to score if he finds somebody open.
As Magic hits the free throw, so the lead now is 16 for Labette County and Pratt. Boy, they just aren't quite as good tonight as Labette County is, it doesn't seem.
A lot of their players look young.
Yeah.
Got kids out there. Yes, they are kids.
Here's a give and go from Windsor to Studer, back to Windsor, and he scores, lays it up and in for two. That's a good looking play. And Pratt back within 14. Windsor has 8 points for Pratt as Magic drives, and they're going to get him on the charge. I think you live with that, Zane. If Magic's going to keep penetrating, that's fine. They're going to pick up 1 charge here, but that is his second foul. Bates draws the charge. He just came into the game, picked up a foul on 2 possessions ago. Now drew the charge here. Pratt basketball moving right to left now, under 2.5 to play. And boy, they're throwing away. Studer had the ball. I don't know where he's throwing it.
I think he's throwing it to Coach. Coach has got gold on. He thinks it's one of his teammates.
There was just no one there. And in a game where you're losing by 14 in the first half, I don't understand.
Take care of that ball.
What he would have seen in the Labette County doing a good job on the opposite end of taking care of the basketball. Here's a 3 from Russell. It's good. Tanner Russell has 9 points tonight. The lead is 17. Here's a 3 the other way from the big fella Bolin. No good. Long rebound out to Magic. Magic's going to push it. Finds Tanner. Left-handed layup. Off the glass and in.
What a beautiful pass by Relaford there. No look right into the hands of Russell.
Tanner with 11. And the lead all of a sudden is 19. A turnover and a basket in transition for Labette County. Top of the key now. This is Windsor. Hand off to Studer. Give it right back to Windsor, and that's a play that's worked for him. The give and go again. And that's just old-fashioned basketball, Rob, as Windsor now has 10 points.
Yeah, just playing hard inside, getting him the ball.
17-point lead for Labette County. 90 seconds to play in the opening half. Tanner going to drive. Good pass to Dean. Easton in the lane. Left-handed pass to Keyshawn. Far side. Keyshawn. Good pass to Dean along the baseline. Kicks it across the 9-barter. Now Russell a 3. Around the rim and out. No good. Rebound Bolin.
Great ball movement there by the Grizzlies.
Bolin will drive against 9-barter. Pick up his dribbles. He's double-teamed. Around the horn they'll go. Here's a 3 from Everett, no good. Rebound Dean. Easton will push under, a minute to play. Great pass inside. Anderson layup is good. And Labette County doing a good job of pushing the ball up-tempo pace off the rebounds tonight, Rob.
Well, what I'd like to see them continue to attack the front of the rim. Any of them, really. I mean, Easton.
30 seconds to play. 34-15, Labette County with the lead. Here is Colm wide open in the paint. He misses a point-blank shot. Back the other way comes Tanner Russell for Labette County. Almost throws it away, but Nybarton grabs the loose ball. I think that Tanner was trying to get the Keyshawn that time, but Nybarton reached up for it as he was open.
Yeah.
But in doing so, kind of almost caused a turnover, but Alex able to maintain possession and now kick it to Tanner. Now Magic, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Magic 2, Magic 1. Magic a step back 3. No good. And that's the buzzer at the half. A well-played first half for Labette County. The Grizzlies lead the Greenbacks 34-15. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Labette County basketball on AM 1540 and live streaming on KLKCradio.com.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin. Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
And I tell you what I really like to see was attacking that basket, driving inside. Most of our points were within 5 feet of the goal. We had some 3-pointers from Russell outside, maybe one from Magic, but really looked good inside, going to the basket.
Well, and like you said, there's Labette County has 3 3-pointers, all from Tanner. Magic's doing his dirty work in the paint tonight.
He is, and he looks good taking it. He's confident with it. And I like to see that. Because, in the second half, if they start doing that and they start covering it, then we've got some dish outs or we've got Easton to the side. It opens up some other things. So I think it's going to be an excellent second half.
13 points for Magic tonight and 11 for Tanner Russell as Labette County leads 34-15. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Labette County Basketball on AM 1540 and live streaming on KLKCradio.com.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
we're ready for our second half of action here from Harrison Gymnasium in Altamont, Kansas, with Rob Gardner and Zane Sweet, and I am Jonathan Wilhoff. Thank you for listening. Labette County leads Pratt 34-15 in this, our boys game. Labette County Lady Grizzlies victorious earlier tonight. As Labette County begins the second half with the basketball, moving right to left. Magic with the basketball, throws it to Anderson right through Keyshawn's hands, but he's able to chase it down now to Russell. Tanner with 11, he loses the basketball, gives it back to Keyshawn. Keyshawn now Magic wide open, far side, thought about three, drives and puts it up and in for two.
Nice job of noticing it, seeing that lane open up for him. It's just right there. I'm glad he's watching and seeing that.
The whole defense, Rob, collapsed to the far side. There was nothing on the near side. He took it straight to the hoop.
Yep.
And a foul now on the drive by Pratt. They'll get Anderson on the foul.
Every second I thought Magic gets up another inch. He's probably going to throw that one down.
I thought he might dunk it there, Zane, but couldn't quite get it. I'm not one to judge that. I'm nowhere close to being able to do that.
I feel you there.
Fouls on Keyshawn, his first team foul. It's a pull-up jumper from Studer, not even close, and back the other way comes Magic. Just underway here in the third quarter in the 36-15 Labette County lead. Here's Tanner. Bounce pass to Keyshawn. Now back to Russell in the far corner. Now Anderson. Bounce past the high post to Josh. Takes one dribble. They almost tie him up, but he's able to get it back out to Keyshawn. Now Tanner, fake to three, step back. He'll drive with the right hand. Pull-up jump shot from the baseline, no good. And rebound by Windsor of Pratt. And back the other way come the Greenbacks. Moving left to right. Here's Bolin. He'll drive. Kick it across court for Colm. His three-pointer no good. Rebound Walters. Now Magic down court pass going to be stolen by Studer of Pratt. Pratt almost turns it over, but instead Windsor gets it. Here's a shot from Everett. He scores. 2 points. And the first bucket of the second half for Pratt. 2 minutes in, and a 19-point lead for Labette County. As a big game coming up on Tuesday night, Labette County and Pittsburgh. Here's a Russell to Easton Dean. He throws it down with two hands. Did they get a foul on that, Rob? I think they did. Yep. Get the foul on Studer, his first team foul. I'll tell you what, Rob, an alley-oop like that from the passing position is not an easy pass.
Oh no, it's not. It's not at all.
I bet you they practice that and practice quite a bit.
Free throw from Easton is no good, and the wrong rebound is going to be saved. As I couldn't tell who it was, I thought maybe Nybarger going diving into the student section for Labette County. And a jump ball is going to be called. Ball goes to Pratt, 38-17.
I think Hallie Bevins lost some of her Subway sandwich. So.
Well, he went right into that first row. Here's Bolin. Now up top to Studer. Near wing, this is Everett at three. No good. Saved by Windsor, but into the arms of Tanner Russell. Tanner's going to push it the other way with the right hand. He's going to take it to the hoop.
Oh, get in there.
And the shot is no good. He's fouled. I think they're going to call us on the floor. That's a terrible call.
Yes, it is.
And they get Bolin. His first and second team foul against Pratt, so Magic to inbound it on a foul called on the floor. Here's Relaford. He frees himself, shoots a three, no good. Offensive rebound, Easton Dean. Easton spin, shoots, misses. Boy, that time, Rob, I'd like to see Easton go up a little stronger. Here's a down court pass for Everett. He misses the shot. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Saves the Pratt. Rob, a situation there where Easton really needs to just go straight back up with it.
He's got the body. He's got the size. He pretty much do what he wants to in there, and he could have drawn a foul real easy.
Studer to inbound for Pratt. Gets it to Everett on the far side. He'll let it fly. No good. Good rebound by Dean. Ahead to Magic. Magic 2-on-2. Magic takes it himself.
Good job.
The layup is good. There another time where it looked like Magic might dunk it. Here's a great pass inside, rejected by Magic, and a foul is going to be called. That's a
pretty active
brutal call against Magic. But they'll get him on the foul. That's his third foul. Second team foul, and it'll be Nathan Colm going to the line for Pratt. He has 4 points tonight. Free throw is up. Free throw is no good. And I would think they're going to have to pull Magic out of the game now, and they will. As Bates comes into the game for Pratt, and Keyshawn comes in for Labette County, replacing Magic. Free throw.
Good job by Easton.
From Colm is no good. Here comes Dean.
Oh,
Taking it himself in the lane, no good. Falls on shot, no good, and the rim not kind to him there. And back the other way comes Pratt quickly. This is Colm. Cross-court pass now, Bolin. He'll drive the baseline, spin, kick it out to Studer. Cross-court pass, Colm working on Nybarger. As Labette County is in a man-to-man defense, pull-up jump shot from Studer is good. And his first 2 of the night. 40-19, Labette County with the lead here in the third quarter. 4 minutes to play. Labette County boys have looked awfully sharp tonight. Here's Nybarger, top of the key.
Oh, yeah.
Dean spins, frees himself, and dunks it with the left hand. Easton Dean, a good move, but Rob, if you're the Pratt coach, you can't be happy about that kind of defense.
No, not at all.
They left that wide open.
I think I could have done that if I could jump.
As Bates responds on the other end for Pratt, and he gets his first 2 of the game. A good move by Easton. I don't mean to disparage him, but Pratt awfully soft defensively.
It was wide open lane.
Nybarger into Dean. Easton going to take it himself again. Good pass up top for Walters. Can't hang on to it. Able to pull it in. Now leave it for Keyshawn as we approach 3 minutes to play. So 2 dunks for Easton Dean tonight, and that always is a fan favorite. Here's Walters from the free throw line. Jump shot no good.
If I saw Dean's big frame coming down the lane, I probably wouldn't want to get in front of that either.
Get out of the way. Here's Everett. Now Colm. He'll drive against Keyshawn. Picks up his dribble. Good pass to Studer. Can't hang on to it. And taken away by Nybarger. Another turnover against Pratt. I have that as 7 in the game for them. 21-point lead for Labette County. Here's Tanner driving. He has the ball knocked away, and it's tied up. A jump ball. Going to stay with Labette County as Clayton Moore comes into the game for the Grizzlies, replacing Josh Walters. As Windsor and Schrag come back into the game for Pratt, replacing Bolin and Colm. 2.5 to play, a big lead for Labette County. Dean in the lane, turns, shoots, he misses, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And they get Bates on the foul. That's his third team foul against Pratt here in the second half. Dean at the line to shoot 2, and that shot's not close. One thing Easton needs to get better at, Zane, is free throw shooting, especially if he's going to bang around on the inside.
Yeah, this season really hasn't come out as a strong free throw shooter. If I was Smith, I'd probably have him stay a little after practice and just work on some free throws.
Second free throw is no good. Offensive rebound, grabbed by Clayton Moore. How many rebounds does he have?
He has
gotta have 4 or 5.
4 right there. Solid 4 too. You know, that's no.
He works hard, really hard.
He does.
Good bounce pass from Russell to Keyshawn. He'll drive, and his shot's no good, but he's fouled, and he goes to the line to shoot 2.
Number 14.
They'll get Everett on the foul, his fourth team foul against Pratt. Keyshawn with 2 points goes to the line to shoot 2. Anderson, a Shrine Bowl invite. And what a great accomplishment that is, and a great honor as Keyshawn misses the first free throw.
It's only the 4th person in Labette County history, I'm pretty sure, to ever make it to the Shrine Bowl.
The second free throw is no good. Pratt basketball, yeah, I was going to say it couldn't have been many. And so what a unique honor as a great football season for the Grizzlies. Bolin working in the post, cut off by Moore. Now they'll kick it inside. This is Schrag, and he's fouled, and his shot's no good. But he'll go to the line to shoot two, and they'll get Keyshawn on the foul. And that's his second and the third team foul against Labette County here in the second half. Wyatt Schrag at the line shooting two. And he hits the first free throw. 42-22, under 2 to play, and the second free throw is no good. Rebound Dean. Third quarter, under 2 to play. Easton's going to drive, and he's fouled. A good job by Easton on the aggressive dribble, and the only thing that Brett Windsor could do is get his hands all over him, and Easton picks up the foul. That's Windsor's first. Fifth team foul. Call is on the floor. And so the ball now is inbounded to Tanner Russell. Labette County girls victorious tonight. Labette County boys looking to make it a sweep. Top of the key, Russell. Nybarger's free on the near side. A three-pointer is no good. Rebound, Keyshawn. Inside, flips it to Dean a bit too high. And a timeout's going to be called by Coach Smith. Let's take it 30 seconds on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
(42-22), Labette County with the lead here. 1:32 to play in the third quarter. Want to thank all of you for listening on AM 1540 and live streaming, our first video audio live streaming on KLKCradio.com. Grizzly basketball. Tanner Russell drives, good pass to Moore. His shot no good, followed by Easton no good. And the ball goes back to the Greenbacks of Pratt. This is Everett. Now Bolin, now Windsor. Back to Everett, near side. Step back three, no good. Oh! And Nybarger goes up high, and he's fouled. A good job by Alex on the rebound.
Right in there, yeah. Getting in there to go get it. I like to see that.
Well, I'm glad, Rob, as well, that they recognized that he wasn't over the back. He had perfect position.
Exactly. That was a good call.
Fouls on Bolin, his second foul, and the 16th foul against Pratt with a minute to play here in the third quarter. Want to remind you to stay tuned for a post-game interview with Labette County head coach Brad Smith. Here's Easton Dean, top of the key, drives with the left hand, shot the glass, no good, and a foul on the rebound as Clayton Moore went crashing in there, and they'll get him on the foul. That's Moore's first, I believe. That is. And his fourth team foul against Labette County. 46.8 to play here in the third. 42-22, Labette County with the lead. And this will really set up, if Labette County can hang on to it, a big game on Tuesday night at Pittsburgh. Labette County and Pittsburgh clearly the two best teams in the league. I shouldn't necessarily say clearly. I think Parsons right up there as well. As we know, Parsons already beat Pittsburgh. Labette County beat Parsons, so it's wide open at the top. It'd be a big win for Labette County to get it. As here, Bates works in the post over Dean. His shot no good. Good defense by Easton that time. And the ball goes back to Labette County. Tanner Russell with 20 seconds on the clock. Guarded one-on-one by Nathan Colm, the 6-foot junior.
I think the key to stopping Pittsburgh Tuesday would have to be shutting down Gavin Elkamill. I mean, great show out for them last season as a freshman, playing this summer on Chris Paul's AAU team.
A great move by Tanner Russell and a great pass to Moore. He misses the first shot, gets his own rebound and scores at the buzzer. The lead is 22 for Labette County. Let's take 60 seconds on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
We begin the final quarter of play here tonight in Altamont, a 44-22. Labette County in the lead, and quickly Pratt gets a 2-point basket from Caden Everett. He has 4 points tonight. And they're within 20 at 44-24.
Nice job there.
There's a drive by Dean. Good pass inside for Josh Walters, and Walters lays it up and in. He has 6 points tonight. Here's Everett. Kicks it across. Now they have Bates in the post. Up top to Bolin. He'll drive. Now kick it up to Studer. He'll drive, and his shot's up and no good. Magic Relaford back in the ball game. Kicks it out to Tanner Russell, and they're going to say that he traveled as he began his drive. So a turnover against Labette County. A perfect way for that, Rob, for that third quarter in for Labette County. A great pass from Easton Dean to Clayton Moore. And a good job by Clayton to follow his own shot after he missed it initially.
Yep.
Pratt basketball. Here's Colm. Now Everett, now Studer. Up top to Bolin. Near side now up top for Studer, the 5'10 senior. Here's a three from Bolin, no good. Rebound Dean, ahead to Tanner Russell. He'll drive, spin. They can't call a charge.
Oh my gosh. Well, and an Academy Award there too.
That's just about as bad as you'll see. So a charge going to be called against Tanner Russell.
They teach him how to fall, you know. Yeah. He did a good job. His teacher did well.
His second personal foul, the 15 foul against Labette County. I don't understand how you can get a charge when the player's back is to the offensive player, or to the defensive player, rather. So a charge called against Tanner, and Pratt basketball, and they almost turn it over, but they don't. As Holm is able to get it to Bates, and he'll put it in for two. He has 4 points tonight, and it's a 46-26 Labette County lead. As Labette County looks to go 6-1 on the season. Here's a good-looking jump shot from Tanner Russell along the baseline, and he scores. Tanner with 13 points tonight. Here's Colm with it. Now up top, Bolin around to Everett. Labette County stays in a man-to-man. Here's Bates out to Studer, a three, no good. Long rebound to Nybarger. Nybarger's going to push it. Has Magic open, kicks it to him. Layup, good. Good
job there.
Good job by Nybarger. Give him the assist. The 2 points to Relaford. He has 19 tonight. And Labette County continues to roll. This will be a good sharp win for them heading into the Pittsburgh game as Everett misses a fall-away jumper. Ahead to Magic is Easton Dean's pass, and Magic misses the shot, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot too.
Him going up there, I could tell he was
lost the handle, didn't he?
Yeah, he was wanting to go up and throw that one down. He had the power coming up on that one. Yeah, talking about Russell, honestly, a very overlooked player for this Grizzly offense. I mean, played with him for many years back in grade school, and always used to be the kid that outplayed him with the size when everybody else caught up in height. But he's really rounded out his game and spins. I mean, football conditioning over the summer, it was not fun and you're just completely worn out, but he would spend his time and come into the gym and shoot and work on his game.
Magic hits the first free throw and hits the second, and he has 21 points tonight, so he's well past 800 points now in his Grizzly career. As we'll keep track of that and let you know as he gets closer to 1,000. Here's a steal by Magic. And he throws it down with the right hand. We've been waiting, Zay, and he did it. Relevant that time. You know, there's a time and a place, and the first few opportunities he had may not have been that time, but this was it in a blowout game like this. Coming off a turnover, no one around him, why not? So 54-26 is the lead for Labette County. Here's Windsor with it. Bounce pass inside. There's Bates. Shots blocked, but they're going to get Easton on the foul. It's the right call. It's a little bit of the wrist from Dean. Easton's second. And the 6th team foul against Labette County. So that sends Jarrett Bates to the line to shoot 2. He has 4 points tonight, and he stays there as he misses the first shot.
Relaford's been telling me all day he was going to throw one down tonight. It was his goal.
.449 on the clock here in this one, and a 28-point lead for Labette County. And it stays at 28 points as Bates misses both free throws. Magic brings it up. Has 23 points tonight, averaging 23.6 on the season. Here's Nybarger. Alex drives with the right hand. Good pass to Dean, and Easton's going to be fouled as he goes up. A good pass, Rob, and maybe a shot that Nybarger could have finished.
Could have went ahead because Dean had 3 players on him just instantly as soon as he got the ball.
They get Everett on the foul, his 4th and the 8th team foul against Pratt. Dean goes to the line. He's 0 for 3 tonight, and he hits the first, so 1 for 4. And Easton has 9 points, looking to make it 10 here on the evening, and he does. Not a nice looking shot, but if it goes in, it counts. 56-26. All Grizzlies tonight, as Labette County will complete the girl-boy sweep of the Pratt Greenbacks. Here's a 3 from the far side, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Windsor of Pratt, and he's fouled. And this should set up a 1-on-1 situation. Didn't see who they called there. Walters on the foul. That's his 3rd, 7th team foul. So both teams in the bonus now as Windsor goes to the line to shoot 1-on-1. And we have a timeout called. But I think Coach Batten of Pratt maybe wants it after the shot.
Yeah.
Grizzlies do bring in some subs, but can never count out anything. I mean,
maybe it was just a substitution foul. I can't tell. Or a substitution timeout.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jameson for sure, a big threat.
Windsor hits the free throw. He has 12 points now. And Labette County bringing everybody in: Ethan Jameson, Riley Sorrell, and Luke Falkenstein. Second free throw from Windsor's no good, and a errant buzzer, but I think maybe they're going to have a foul called against Pratt. And they do, so the foul's going to be called on Wyatt Schrag. That's his first, and the 9th team foul against Pratt. And here's little Luke Falkenstein to shoot some free throws. What do they have him listed at, Rob? 5'4".
Yeah.
That might be stretching. So Falkenstein at the line, a 5'4" sophomore.
Might be the smallest kid on the court, but
no question.
Probably
I think so.
Probably the biggest
cat might have him. Free throw from Falkenstein is no good.
Probably the biggest heart, though, on the court. Loves the sport and plays as hard as he can every play.
56-27, Labette County with the lead. Here's a block by Ethan Jamison. And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, but saved by Haggard ahead to Jamison. Labette County basketball moving right to left. Jamison gets it to Falkenstein. Pass inside, Haggard goes up strong, shot no good, partially blocked by Windsor, and back the other way comes Pratt now as we approach 2:15 to play. Here's Bolin, he'll drive in the paint, kick it out to Schrag. Schrag inside to Windsor, his shot's up and good.
Also came in for the Grizzlies, number 24, Nathan Smith. First varsity action of the year, coming off a big wrist injury. Didn't actually get to play any of his football season and missed most of this basketball season, but coming back, looking to make an impact for the Grizzlies.
Here's Sorrell driving to the hoop, and you can really see that, Rob, coming my way. Riley, good aggressive take, but he lowered his head and went.
Pretty evident when you put that knee up there like you're going to... That's all right.
So Sorrell on the foul, his first, 8th team foul against Labette County. And you don't get the bonus free throw shooting on a charge call. So back the other way comes Pratt. Here's Studer, and he'll score a 2-point jumper, and he has 4 points tonight. As we're about 60 seconds away from this one being concluded, 56-31, Labette County with the lead. A good night for the Grizzlies, girls and boys. Sorrell with it. Gets it to Smith. Bounce pass inside, out of bounds. And a turnover against Labette County.
Pratt's trying to string something together, but it's just too little too late at this point.
40 seconds to play. Here's Schrag. Now Everett, and he has the ball knocked away by Jamison, out of bounds. Jamison, as I've mentioned before on this broadcast, a kid to keep your eye on in the coming next 2 years. A really promising basketball player.
As well as other things. I mean, just a great all-around athlete. Went to the Junior Olympics this last summer in high jump. And great safety for us this year.
Shot by Studer is no good. Rebound back the other way, Labette County. About 10 seconds to play, and Falkenstein will hold up as Labette County completes the sweep tonight. Your final score in our boys game: Labette County Grizzlies 56 and the Pratt Greenbacks 31. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Labette County Basketball on AM 1540 and live streaming on KLKCradio.com.
Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.